Hi everyone, a quick video to understand pencil grading and how to choose a good pencil for drawing or for sketching, because when we draw or sketch and when we paint, we may need two different pencils. Why? When we are just drawing or sketching for the purpose of sketching, we may need very expressive strokes of pencil. We may need very bold shading. We will not be covering it up. When we are going to paint over the sketch with gouache, acrylic, watercolor, whatever other mediums you use, we need this sketch to either be very light and subtle, so it will not be visible through the paint, especially if it's something like watercolor or a thin layer of gouache, or a transparent color by itself, like a yellow or some shades of reds and greens and blues. So we need this color with pencil marks not to be visible. We also need those pencil marks not to smudge and not to create mud as soon as water-based paint touches them, because when we work, for example, with gouache or watercolor and even with acrylic paint, we may use some water to thin it down, and then if we made a sketch with a pencil doesn't dry like acrylic paint. The graphite stays on paper or on canvas if we're sketching directly on canvas. So when we will apply paint over it, the water will interact with the graphite, or even if you're using charcoal and whatever other pencils, the water will interact with it and it will create muddy colors, and that will be quite disappointing. So we need to understand how the pencil grading works and what pencils are good for just sketching or sketching specifically for painting. So the pencil grades are those numbers and letters that we see on pretty much all the paper, all the pencils, sorry, and mostly we can see B, H, a number, and so what do they mean? Firstly, that system, the HB scale, the HB system is kind of a European system to show the balance between the ingredients in the graphite pencil. So graphite pencil is mostly made of the two main components, graphite and clay. So H and B stand for more graphite or more clay. So the more graphite the pencil has, the softer it gets. And soft pencil makes a very dark black line, so that got a letter B. And if we have more clay, those pencils are quite hard, so they got the letter H, and they have like lighter marks and also harder to really press onto them. We can see that the marks, even if you press light or hard, doesn't really change the intensity of the color with hard pencils, while with soft pencils you can really see the difference if you use different pressure. So this HB system is what we use worldwide now, and I said that mostly we have H, that stands for hard, and B, that stands for black, or we can understand as a soft pencil. We also often see the HB. You can really see it here, I think. Yeah, you can see it better here, the HB. So the HB, as you may guess, it stands for a perfect balance between hardness and the softness, the blackness of the pencil. So the HB pencil, it's kind of the middle ground, the perfect pencil. You can see even on the like the sketch, the swatch that I did, how it changes. It has a much softer and darker line, and when we apply light pressure, it is as hard and light as harder pencils, but when we apply more pressure, it becomes softer, so the darkness and the blackness of the color comes out. And also, I do not have those pencils because they're quite rare. You can find pencils with letter F and with double E. Those kind of unique grades. F is very similar to HB, but it kind of stays sharp a little bit longer, so it's kind of leaning more towards hardness. And the double E, it is not 100% graphite pencil. It's a pencil that has graphite in it, but also charcoal, because all the other pencils, they do not have charcoal, only graphite and clay. And the double E pencils, they are very soft, very dark, kind of closer to 8B. I don't have 8B, I have with me 12B, so you can kind of guess. It's very dark, soft, kind of velvety lines. If you look at your pencil and you do not see H or B, but you say just a number, that is a pencil that uses the American grading system, and they are not difficult to convert to HB scaling system, but they do not, the American system and grades, they do not cover the whole range of the HB system. And I will leave a link to the full written article on the pencil grading, and there you can see a table on how to convert the US pencil grades to the HB system, and also like what is the correlation. And going back to the whole scale, I do not have all the pencils because I do not need them. I am not doing mostly drawings or sketches. I mostly paint, so I got a range because of curiosity and hoarding addiction, but I don't need them all, and you also don't need them all. So let's get to the point of what pencils do you need. As I said, I'm not drawing or sketching professionally, but if this is something that you want to do and you really want to learn how to draw with pencils and then apply this to colored pencils, then you probably will eventually grow your set to the full range. The full range usually is from 9H to 9B, including the HB, like the middle ground. And as you can see, they going just by numbers, descending from 9H, 8H, 7, 6, 5, etc. 2H, and then it will be just H. There is no 1H, we don't say 1, we just say H, then HB, and then it started ascending to the 9B. Everything that is beyond 9H or 9B, it's a certain brands that do this. For example, I have here 12B, the Marius brand does that, but it's not a very commonly found grade. So just to start, you will probably need only a few pencils, maybe 2 or 3, even if you are going to learn how to draw. So first I would go with HB because that is a universal basic pencil that is good for anything, for very nice lines, clean lines, but also can be used for sketching or shading. And then you can use softer pencils for shading, if you're learning how to draw, how to make shapes, find perspectives, etc., etc., the volume of different objects, the soft pencils will really be handy in this. You may not be using the soft pencils as much if you are going to sketch on paper just to paint it. If you are using pencils and you're buying pencils specifically just to make light sketches before you paint with whatever paint medium you have, you will go for harder pencils, because as you can see, they make such a like mild lines, less visible, and it will be easier to cover it up with paint. And no matter what pencil you will get, you will never press really hard, because if you press really hard even with hard pencils and then you cover it up with paint, you will still see the dents in the paper from the lines that you were really pressing onto. But let me just show you what I'm talking about. So I will just make a line or something just to show you, and then I will take a 12B and I will also make something. And I will take a 2H, just different ones so we can see what's happening when we applying water. And then say I just dip the brush in water. I'm not even, it doesn't even matter what brush. And then I'll just dip it in a little bit of color. So that is the color. And if we go here, we can see that the soft dark lines are super visible, even if we make a few layers with the color. We can see that the soft lines of the hard pencils are less visible. They're still visible, but much less than the lines from the B pencils. And then say that was 2B and just B. They are still pretty visible. This is yeah, a transparent color, so it will show whatever is underneath, but it still stands the point that the darker the pencil gets, the less suitable it is for sketching. But also when we do sketches for painting, we will use a kneaded eraser, and probably we will lift up a lot of that pencil marks, just to make sure there is no graphite that is like free left on paper, and we can easily work with that. You can even just see the difference between the side that I lifted the pencil sketch with the kneaded eraser and the one that I didn't. So of course when we cover this side, it's still enough for us to see the lines, the outline, where we should go. But even with transparent color, you cannot see it through the paint. And as I said, with darker pencils, even if you go a few layers, they will still be visible. So that is why we cannot use soft pencil B grades, especially the ones that are super soft, like 4B, 8B, 10B. for pre-sketching before painting. Another thing that is important to know about the grades, and for not even just if you're painting, but if you're also drawing, so it seems like there is more use for hard pencils in pre-painting steps, and there is more use for soft B pencils in just drawing and sketching. That is true, but also in drawing and sketching we use the hard pencils too, because soft pencils, as you can see, especially if you're using a blending tool, which is actually quite useful, even I use it when I work with colored pencils. For example, here this is all blended with a little bit bigger, but also a blending tool. So those are really handy. So we can do shading with softer pencils, and we can also blend them easily. And with harder pencils we can't really blend them that easy. We can still do that, but the marks can be visible, while with softer pencils it will all kind of blend nicely. But the harder pencils will be better if you're doing works with perspective, when you need clean lines, or if you're working on architectural drawings. Those pencils, the harder ones, will be perfect for that, because soft pencils, they make a thicker line, so it's harder to get like small details, especially when it's perspective. So they're like in the background and need to be really precise details, small details. So here it is. I hope that was helpful. And the last thing I wanted to say, if you're just starting, it doesn't really matter what brand you will go with. I have Kohinoor, I have Marius, I don't even know what's the correct way to pronounce it. I have the colored pencils, Faber-Castell, Prismacolor. In colored pencils you can really see the difference when you're working with them. For example, like Faber-Castell school grade or student grade pencils and Prismacolor pencils, you can really see the difference. I have another video on that. If you're interested, you can go look it up on my channel. But when you're just learning sketching and drawing, it does not really matter what brand you're using, especially if you just need 2 or 3 pencils to do the outlines before you paint over them, because nobody will see those pencil marks, so it doesn't really matter. And the pencils can be really cheap. So if you want to be better with painting, or just in general explore drawing to be better with painting, start with a few pencils. And I hope that this little video was useful for you to understand the grading and what pencil to use in specific artwork. Thank you for watching. Bye.